Actually, the top part of this flower looks like one of that Mickey Mouse character. Anyway, this is an essential plant of biodiversity gardens in dry deciduous places like Bangalore. This plant was given to be my mentor David Nagel from Pondicherry. I had never heard of this plant. He just said this is a good one, take it. I took it. Those days I was not interested in flowers. And this native biodiversity gardens, I was only looking at herbal things. So this is about 10 years old, small shrub. And this particular plant is located in the worst part of my garden. This is the southeast corner. That side is somebody else's thing. This is a compound wall, and then at the edge, it's also stony underneath. Some rocks and all are there, subterranean rocky place. Then we have never watered it because this tap doesn't come here. So for all practical purposes, it was planted and left to fend for itself. And those days I had very little labor and resources, and also just make a little hole in the ground and plonk it there and forget about it. So this proves that it's a great survivor in Bangalore. If you manure it and water it and all, you'll have profuse flowers. If you completely ignore it also, it's not going to get depressed and die off. Rather, it's doing quite well. And in bad location. So I doubt it's available in any nursery. People have never heard of this actually. And it has spiritual significance also. Yes, David, who gave this plant to me, he lives in that Auroville. And that Auroville was founded on the vision of that great saint, the mother. So she was a very advanced lady who saw spiritual significance in the shapes of flowers and things like that. Highly spiritual and super sensitive lady. So she gave all these, many of that native plants what she found. She was a French woman actually, half French, half Algerian. Came to India and kind of lived off here. So she got to see the native flora and all. She had ardent admirers who maintained gardens and all on her behalf. Then this particular Memcelon umbellatum, she called it as a miracle flower because it's a miraculous thing. In that horrible dry deciduous forest without any facilities and all, it can grow quite well. So, and not only that, the shape and all is so beautiful that it's a miracle of nature. If you look at that flowers carefully, you will realize that kind of psychedelic beauty, perfection of the shape, color combination and all that. That Memcelon is quite a big family. I have myself seen almost a dozen of them. And one more species occurs naturally in Bangalore area. Originally it was there plenty, now one and two here and there. Last few are remaining. One of that is that Memcelon talbotium or talbotiana or something like that, named after some talbot. It's a very beautiful plant also. I did a couple of videos on it recently because I discovered one nice specimen. Anyway, that also it's worth if someone can acquire one mother tree and use the seeds. And then this one, its seeds are fruit are eaten by birds. So birds will spread it around. If you have one good mother plant, in your garden, all little birds are going to come and eat that fruits, and then they'll go sit here and there, wherever these birds like to hang out. Usually in the mornings and all, the birds go out to eat. Then after 10 o'clock in the heat and all, they settle down in some tree.